Hello, my name is Alexis Vaughn, and today we're going to be exploring how to use the website Web Whiteboard. And so let's go ahead and get started with typing in Web Whiteboard in the search bar at the top.com, and it's going to pull us straight to the website. For this instant, let's go ahead and accept the cookies, and immediately right as the website pulls up, you will see on the right side that it is asking you to sign in right up here. And we do not need to, which is one of the great features about this website. If you want to pull this up daily, you can do so easily without creating an account or spending any money or having to sign back in. The only catch of that, though, is that, as you can see at the top, there's only 24 hours left to save your board, meaning that, as you'll see in a moment, that we can share this board, and if we do so, if you're a teacher and you're telling your students to access the board, they can only do it within 24 hours. And so if you're wanting to save it, that is okay. You're able to only if you sign up, but it is still super convenient because signing up is free. It's really easy. You just have to log in with your Google account or create an account by another method. So anyways, for today's demonstration, let's go ahead and not sign in, and we'll just use it as if we just typed it in. And this presentation is going to be from the standpoint of a teacher, so as I'm saying things like student or in your classroom, just know that I'm talking from the perspective of a teacher, because this is a great tool to use in the education world, also in different environments, but especially so in the education world. So what is Web Whiteboard? It's in the name. It is actually a whiteboard. It's just a really crafty, creative way to engage with your students and to write on a board. And it gives you more tools than your average whiteboard that you would find in a classroom. And so this is super convenient, as we saw in our world, especially with the pandemic, that the transition to online classes has been a lot more popular. And so if you are a teacher that teaches online classes, this is a great tool to use because students are still able to get that in the classroom feel. They will, you can write on this whiteboard live, and so students will be able to see what you're saying and what you're writing at the same time, even though they're at home. This also comes in handy if you are a hybrid teacher, meaning you're in person and at home, or online, I'm sorry. And so you could create something on this whiteboard, maybe you can record it and send it out to your students, and they would have either 24 hours to access it, or you can create an account and they can look at it over the week or the weekend. And then lastly, if you are in person, this is still a great tool to have because something super awesome is that up here in this corner, this shared board button, if we click on this, it's actually going to give you your own link. And so you can hit copy link and then send it out to your classroom. And let's say everybody in your classroom has a computer, they can click on this link and everybody will be viewing the exact same whiteboard. And so let's go ahead and get into what that would be like. Again, this could be for online hybrid teachers or even in person. And so let's say everybody in the classroom has this link, and now we're all able to access it. And so let's go ahead and start looking at the tools. On the left side, we have a pen, a highlighter, drawing, an eraser, and a lasso right here. So since the pen is selected, we know that because it is highlighted in blue. We can go ahead and write, for example, welcome, if this is projected on your classroom board as students are walking in. And another feature, so if we want to click on anything or edit anything or change it, we have to make sure that any of the tools over here are not highlighted. For example, if I wanted to click on this W, I can't click on it without creating something because I'm still in the pen mode. And so we have to make sure that we're back on this select option here. So again, it's this little arrow and it says select. Now I can click on anything and I can remove it. Or as you can see now, I can make it thicker, I can make it thinner. And something else I really like about this is instead of changing everything one by one, if I click on the circle, I can change the color, which is super fun. I know us teachers like to be very colorful and creative, but if that is too much work, that is okay. I can actually drag my mouse over all of it and it's all selected now. And I can say I want all of it to be red. I want all of it to be thicker. Um, and actually, I want to group them as well. And so I don't want to have to move just the W or just the L. I want them all to be together. So now I can move my awesome welcome anywhere I want. That brings me to the next feature. So this whiteboard, unlike the one in your classroom, which is why this is an awesome website, can go on and on and on. We can literally move anywhere we want. And so I'm going to go ahead and keep this over here and let's go ahead and start creating something new. And so, not templates, I'm so sorry. We're going to click on this button right here called Sticky Notes, which is one of my favorite things about this. I can put a sticky note on this whiteboard and, for example, I can say, tell me, okay, sorry, let me start over there. Pick a color and one word that describes your mood. Smiley. Okay. So let's say this is on my board right when students walk in. I can also click on the text right here, and that is super small. My goodness. I'm not really sure what happened. I'm just going to delete it and let's start over. Okay. Let me zoom in. My goodness, that's really thin. Oh, it's gone. It's okay. We're going to try it one more time. Oh, it's gone again. It's okay. We don't need to. That was really, I would have to zoom in a little bit more, which is no biggie, but I just don't feel like doing that. Remember to access this whiteboard by clicking on the link. So let's say students just walked in and you have already sent the link to everybody. And so this is just a fun little reminder. Remember, if you want to participate, if you want to access this whiteboard, then click on the link that was already sent out by doing this option again. So anyways, they can all from their computers send something. So right now, let's pretend I'm a student. I can say I'm picked orange because it's spunky. That's how I'm feeling today. Or let's say I don't want to be a part of them. I want to go super far. I can do that if I want. And let's say I'm feeling shy and I picked pink. And then one more example. Maybe I'm feeling energetic. Did not spell that right, but that's okay. Awesome sauce. Okay, so there is that. So students can go ahead and participate by clicking on sticky notes and doing like a fun activity, like an icebreaker, like in this example. Or maybe over here, I can say, give care, we'll say this is like a Bible class of God. And so let's say in Bible 101, this is my question on the board right when I walk in. And so the kids can, and the students can grab their sticky notes and they can say, good. Something else I like about this is that you can duplicate things, which is super convenient, but something else a student could say is all-knowing. Right? So it's just an awesome way for students to participate in the classroom because not all students want to raise their hand, and so doing this allows creativity, flexibility for the ones who do raise their hands, but also for the ones that don't. This is a great way to participate and still have some fun. So again, let's say after a day of, let me change the color here. After a day of, or a morning, or the beginning of class, however much time, sorry, I use on this website, I can save it and access it later only if I create an account, which is no problem at all. And again, I want to make this bigger because that is so small. So much fun. So yeah, that is an awesome way to use this. And something else I really like about this is that you can, um, whenever we're saving it, we can export this as an image or a PDF. And so, and we don't even need to sign up for this. And so we can send this board out. So let's say somebody missed class and we had all of these notes on the board, like in a normal classroom, we could just send it out to somebody. So it's super convenient that way. And we can edit it only if we create an account. But again, no biggie. If we want to, last thing I'm going to show y'all, we can create a template. And so these are things that are already created. Let's say we want brain writing. Where did it go? Oh, I'm not sure what just happened. I like this one. Let me make it a little bit bigger. It's a little funky since it's on top of this. Let me move it, sorry. Let's move all of this. Oh no. Something I like that if I get crazy like this, I'm not sure what to do, I can just go ahead and hit the back button and pretend I never clicked it, and we can start over in a new spot over here. So again, so I already got templates. I can click anything I want and it'll load here. Let's make this a little bit bigger, or we can just keep zooming in. But yeah, we can create timelines, we can create anything we need. It's just a really awesome website, and I would definitely recommend y'all to use this just for fun activities, just for ways to engage the students in something that's not as traditional, or for ways to still feel like a traditional classroom, even if you're online or a hybrid. Thank y'all so much, and I hope y'all learned something, and I hope y'all will use this in your future classrooms. And so, yeah, so much fun. Thank y'all.